The ancient forests spanned acres beyond counting and dominated every map of the North Country. Within Sherwood Forest, laws were put aside, customs forgotten. Those who left the paths and entered its green embrace were rarely seen again. Sherwood was the haven of lost souls, the birthplace of dreams, the last refuge of the outlaw. How do I know this? Well, I didn't read it in a book about the truth behind the Robin Hood myth, or in a book about British folklore. I know this because I grew up reading it in this book by Simon Green, the adaptation of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, my favourite retelling of the Robin Hood myth. And it's thanks to Kevin Reynolds' 1991 blockbuster that an impression of Sherwood Forest has been burned onto my brain, one of traveller traps, tree houses, rope swings and adventure. Now I know that these were inventions for the big screen, but the sense of magic and awe that the film created has stayed with me ever since. It was only a matter of time before I went in search of the real thing.
So today I'm somewhere really quite special to me, a little bit of a pilgrimage. We've come to Sherwood Forest in the little village of Edwinstowe.
The Sherwood Forest Visitor Centre is like Disneyland for Robin Hood. Yes, it's technically a nature reserve, but we all know who the main draw is here. The Ballads of Robin Hood actually claim that he operated further north in Barnsdale, South Yorkshire, but that's a lost cause at this point. Robin Hood and Sherwood Forest are culturally synonymous. Yet as you walk through the stunning flora and fauna, you quickly realise that there's very little to anchor these myths to reality. And so, whilst there are a few tips of the hat to the legends, it's Sherwood's own living monument that takes centre stage. The major oak tree is believed to be perhaps 1,000 years old. To put that in context, this tree would have been a sapling at the time of the Battle of Hastings. Being this old means the major oak has grown into the myth of Robin Hood itself, with stories telling us that it served as a hiding place for the merry men. Whether these stories are real or not, the major oak did serve as an incredible backdrop to the highlight of my visit, shooting an old-fashioned longbow beneath the leaves of Sherwood. You're not going to learn much in the way of technique from watching me shoot, but I can't tell you how much this meant to me all the same.
So it wouldn't be a trip to a tourist site like this without a gift shop. And this time, especially after doing the archery, I just couldn't help myself and had to pick up this very, very cool arrowhead necklace. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who wears necklaces normally, but in this case I just couldn't resist. I guess that's who I am now. Kind of guy who wears arrowhead necklaces.
The forest is beautiful, particularly in the full throes of summer, but contrast between the legend and the landscape is everywhere. As you trek along the maintained pathways, it gets difficult to square the real Sherwood Forest with the playground of rebellion that we all grew up imagining. It asks the question, does the Sherwood Forest we celebrate even exist?
You are joining me here at Asygarth Falls, which is in Yorkshire Dales National Park, famously also the filming location for the duel between Robin Hood and Little John in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
You'll have to fight me for it. Love to, mate.
Here we have it. This is where the fight happened, where Robin Hood fought and fell.
I won't lie, visiting Asygarth Falls resonated with me more than visiting Sherwood. I got a thrill from standing on an actual site that left such a vivid, formative impression on me. And there, I felt more in tune with the myth of Robin Hood than I have anywhere else. Prince of Thieves has been mocked for years for its fast and loose approach to geography, with the production famously taking a scenic route from Dover to Nottingham that included going as far north as Hadrian's Wall. But I can tell you that as a 7-year-old kid in 1991, and time and again with every viewing since, those real-world nitpicks don't matter to me. If you're looking for accuracy in the tales of Robin Hood, geographical, historical or otherwise, then arguably you're missing the point of the story that's being told. None of this is a slight against Sherwood. I think it all comes down to this. The tales of Robin Hood are special. As a conservation project, Sherwood Forest is special. And ultimately, it doesn't matter whether those two things are intertwined. Like any great mythology, the stories of Robin Hood grow and change with every telling. Whether your Robin is Kevin Costner, Errol Flynn, or an anthropomorphic fox, that's the telling of the story that resonates most with you. Like all great myths, Robin Hood lives on wherever we choose to celebrate him.